Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get that quarterback. Mike 48, Mike 48.
To throw is Rosen. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Yannick Ngakoue. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Drake. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky. Yo, Chief. Alert 3.
Throwing now is Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
X3, 218, jump.
Carr now on 1st down. It's complete to Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They do get 5 there, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Seibert's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you.
And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now it's Carr. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Carr. And it's caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darrell Henderson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Mike, 55. Go! Hey! Mike, 5-5.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Protein spill.
They'll try and run. Henderson. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Darrell Henderson with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. This no good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. Now he's flushed out left. Now he'll square up and throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Now Drake. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And Stills bringing it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that trims the lead down to 9. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From just shy of midfield, Carr, he gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Carr. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets it down to the 32.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He's going to find Gallup here complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First down, Raiders.
185.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
The 7-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, 734. Who draw quarters?
Carr to throw again. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Caught by Wilson. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Rosen. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, watch the leg.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
One down.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he's going to go down again. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To the right side, this is Henderson. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
We got this at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balazs. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 38. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Now Carr, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in his zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Down. 180. 52 is the mic. Record.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Raider 2. Check 4. 637. Pilot 64. Weak.
Again, it's Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Carr now on third and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Gallup, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Deuce right, Chief. Take the edge. Come, come.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Chance.
Again, it's Henderson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
White.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check. Cross 6-6. Pull it high. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Now they'll throw with Carr. That's taken in by Henderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
On 1st down, Carr. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Carr. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
But enough takes to start you out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very fickle man.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Easy. Kill.
Rush in.
General West.
Check three.
On 1st down, Henderson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check that down.
Greystone travel.
They run once more with Henderson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Seibert on for the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Watch the shit. Recon, 132 fighter.
Looking to throw on second down. Rosen. It's complete. Stills. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Here's Henderson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, fellas.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
X3, 218, chopper.
Safety's creeping.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
A gain of 2 brings up third and less than a yard.
Down. 185. 52 right here. 52. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On third and short, Drake. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Oakland, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.